Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online.
Hello internet, I'm back again. 2 rants in 1 week, come on. World of hip hop, gotta tidy it up. You gotta clean yourself up. It's not good. This story is all about feuds and beefs and calling out collaborators who collaborate with those who should not be collaborated with. It's messy, it's dramatic, and I'm here to talk about it. So, 2 days ago, the band Chvrches post on Instagram calling out Marshmello, here we go, for working with the likes of Chris Brown and Tyga on a song called No One Cares About the Name of This Song. Chvrches and Marshmello had collaborated recently on a song called Here With Me, which explains why Chvrches is kind of keeping an eye out on Marshmello, seeing what's going on, explains why we got some tension brewing between these 2 artists. And now Chvrches is undoubtedly unimpressed about the fact that Marshmello is working with those 2 rappers who are pretty garbage human beings. Why did Chvrches do this? Why did Chvrches call out Marshmello? Let's start with the not so easy target, Tyga. When Tyga was 25, he was dating the then 17-year-old Kylie Jenner, and he rapped about some very incredibly gross sexual lyrics concerning, most likely, Kylie Jenner. And he throws out the memorable lyric, about to catch a felony for it. Gross. And we know about Chris Brown, the woman beater, the insecure child, and I guess the hip-hop artist, more or less. Like, why? Why is he still featured on tracks in 2019? You all remember my first rant. You know what he did. He's not a great dude. Let's not listen to him. Let's get it together, Marshmello. You're working with a man who is somewhat famous for spitting bars, but more so infamous for hitting women's faces. Come on. So, the world can clearly see where Chvrches is coming from. I would think it's actually pretty unreal for somebody to start calling out these collaborators who give a platform and a voice to someone who does not need a platform or a voice. It would have been nice, I think it was last year, for people to call out Lil Dicky and that garbage song Freaky Friday that I still have not listened to, but then again, people would have to admit that they listened to a Lil Dicky song. Nobody is gonna go ahead and do that, I understand. But we start this video with, I would say, the positivity of Chvrches doing something that more people should do in calling out an artist who collaborates with an abuser and a gross, perverted Tyga. But the nail in the coffin for why I'm making this rant all comes back to the trashiness of Chris Brown. Because it only takes Chris Brown to out-trash Chris Brown. So, the Instagram post that Chvrches had to Marshmello got an unexpected guest on Saturday when Chris, notorious for hurting women, Brown, decides to comment on Chvrches' post. And it wasn't good. Let's throw it up on the screen. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god, this is ridiculous. This is some of the most, this is the weirdest display of horrible social media decisions I've seen in a long time. So, first up, we get Chris Brown wishing physical harm to the band Chvrches, led by a female lead singer. Classic Chris Brown wanting pain and suffering to come to a woman. Right up Chris Brown's alley. Why? Why is the bus filled with mental patients? What in God's name does that have to do with it? Anything. What does that have to do with anything? It gives you a sense of what's going through the mind of Chris Brown when he types out his anger towards women and the band Chvrches. And when it comes to insecurities, I only see one person throwing out ridiculous comments filled with grammar mistakes and randomly placed capital letters. And it ain't Chvrches. He throws out the fact that he's black and proud as though that's the reason he's being criticized. No, it's not because you're black and proud. It's because you're an abuser. That's why, Chris Brown. Get it through your head, man. Come on. And lastly, good day, peasants. That's your closer. That's the exclamation mark of your comment for the world to see. Ta-ta, good day, peasants. You think that when people read your absurd rant, they get to good day, peasants, they'll think to themselves, yes, Chris Brown, apt apt observation about church. Keep up the good comments and good content. You make a lot of sense right now. You could not be more deluded. Hope your career flames out. You lose all your money, all your wealth, and you are literally remembered in history books as an abuser. Or just not mentioned in history books, because that seems kind of strange. And I hope you finally get the justice that you deserve, because you are a filthy, sorry excuse for a human being. Good on Chvrches. Great on Chvrches. You're doing the Lord's work right now by what you're saying to artists like Marshmello. If collaborators continue to work with guys like Brown and Tyga, they stay relevant. The only thing that should come to mind when these names come up is abuser and a man who brags about having sex with a minor. Mr. D out.